Let me ask you a question,
Yeah.
David. Some people are saying, look, 30,000 people have died in the UK, 30,000 have died in Italy, 100,000 in America. Boris Johnson got COVID-19.
No, he didn't.
Exactly.
He got ill.
Okay. My grandmother got it. 14 bus drivers got it. You hear all the outrage in the public. This person died. Everyone has a story, and it's usually a sad story of this person that died from that.
And then there's all the other stories of furious loved ones who've known what their loved one has died of and then had COVID-19 on the death certificate. So the thing is,
then they're not testing the dead bodies either. It's just symptoms. Symptoms is how they classify it.
yes, but what they're also doing is testing dead bodies. And if they're COVID-19, that's being put on their death certificate. So when you look at the figures, you instead of going, whoa, just breathe. Where are all these figures coming from? They're coming from diagnosis for other forms of death as COVID-19. And I'll tell you something else. Who is compiling all these figures globally, which the media are saying, oh, this, that, and the other? I'll tell you something else about that in a minute. It's an organization in America called Johns Hopkins University, their medical operation. 6 weeks before this kicked off in China, Bill Gates, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the World Economic Forum, which is the 1%, and the Johns Hopkins organization ran a simulation 6 weeks before on how the world should react to a coronavirus pandemic. You see it on the internet, there's hours of it. And one of the big areas that was talked about in this simulation, you can see it on the internet.
This is Event 201.
Event 201 is that what we must do in the event of this coronavirus pandemic, which no one was talking about at the time, we must control the narrative. We must stop anti-vaxxers. We must stop people putting out information that's at odds with the World Health Organization narrative. They were saying all this because it was preparation for what was about to happen, and the key players in it knew it was about to happen. So you have the lockdown, and you now keep it going for as long as possible, so that you destroy the livelihoods of people. And what happens? They become dependent on the state. And I've been writing in my books for decades again that the plan in this Hunger Games society is to create mass dependency by giving people with no other form of income by then, what is called a guaranteed income. And it would be a pittance survival level. But that guaranteed income, we talked about it before, would come with strings. You get the guaranteed income, but you do what the state says or you don't get it. And by the way, how are you going to earn a living otherwise, because there are no jobs? And now we have the Pope. The Pope is, apart from one guy who, Pope John Paul I in 1978, who seemed to be a genuine bloke and wanted to get rid of Freemasonry from the Vatican. He lasted 33 days, a very significant Freemasonic number, of course. But the rest, it's a cult post. And so you've got this guy, Pope Francis, talking about the need for a guaranteed income. And this is all part of this Hunger Games society. And it's been brought about by this pandemic. Now, what they have by controlling the figures, and by the way, like I say, the Johns Hopkins University took part in that seriously prophetic simulation just before it kicked off. That same organization is compiling all the figures. It's telling you how many cases there have been and how many have died. Scam. The whole thing's a scam.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.